Hello, it's me, Reza Gaming. I'm back, and the Pluckos are going at it in front of the camera. It's kind of funny. Hope you're doing well. We're back with some more oxygen not included. The plan today is very simple. Steam turbines. We will include a load of steam turbines. We are filling up the lower area of the map with steam. We need to build the enclosure with all the turbines. We have a fair bit of plastic. I'm quite tempted to honestly just cannibalize a few of the plastic ladders we have around the base to get the rest of the plastic needed. At this point, I just want to start building everything. We'll see how far we get. But yeah, we very much filled this whole part of the map with steam. We're going to push all the other gases out, and then we're going to build our little enclosure, cool it down with the aqua tuner. Then all the steam will condense and we'll all be fine in the steam turbine room. Hello, Ayla Avo. Hope you're doing well today. Seeing you on the Discord. But the first thing I need to do is... Well, the first thing I'm going to do is skill points. So let's go through and do these. Oh, God. Do I really want to give everyone a load of skill points now? Probably. Ada gets digging. I think we'll only give the dupes with low morale requirements skill points for now. Everyone else can wait for a little bit because there has been a little bit of stress going on. So we'll just do a quick round today, and then maybe we'll do more another time. Yeah, it's going all right. Fairly relaxed day. Just give everyone a load of building and digging. That usually helps, doesn't it? Yeah, that'll do for now. Right, so the issue is, we've got all our bleach stone for our geotuners going here, because we're geotuning a brine geyser. The issue is, if we're storing bleach stone up here, then it's actually going to off-gas while it's not in tiles. So this bit needs to come down here. We need to rearrange some of these conveyor rails. I think what I might have to do is I might actually have to wall this off. Which should be fine, because people shouldn't really be allowed through here anyways. What I might do is, for now, I might just build a ladder, deconstruct these tiles, dig that, and then we'll deconstruct all of these. Let's unpause it. I don't believe the duplicates have too many errands at the moment. So that should be fine. We'll put some metal tiles here, and then we'll just send the conveyor all the way around here. And how I get it over here, I'm not exactly certain. Maybe we'll do some shenanigans over here. Where we dig this out and then dig this out. We can block this bit off now. Yeah, maybe just put some more snow tiles over here. That's fine. I don't believe the dupes have too many other errands to do. So we'll get that sorted first, so we're not just venting chlorine into the base, because there's a little bit of that going on at the moment. I don't mind if the conveyor rail is a little bit longer than I'd like. I know I don't want the base to come past this point anyways. So let's actually deconstruct this. Because what we'll have to do is we'll have to send it underneath all of these locations. How much metal do we have left? Not a lot. Okay, let's dig up some more metal as well. There is a load more over here, so we'll keep grabbing all of this. That should be fine. We'll just dig all of that. That's okay. And then come in here, grab this. I don't really want to release the hydrogen. That will release the hydrogen. We'll just do that for now. And then we can come down here and grab all of this. Yeah, that should be fine. We should be able to reach all of this if we leave this one. Yeah, that'll do for now. Are things on rails unable to off-gas when they're behind doors? There doesn't need to be a wall. Well, it needs to be a tile that doesn't allow gas movement. So if it's a locked airlock door, it will work. But we're not planning on doing it. Because then it'll off gas when the door opens. Also, you're probably all going to get trapped up here, so I need to actually be a little bit careful about this. Let's actually build a ladder here, and then you guys can all escape this way. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Right, so we're getting some metal again. That's good. So that conveyor rail can go over here. We want to keep this one here because of the oxalite, but I think we're going to have to move it anyways. Because we need to send it down here for this one. So... what about this one? This one can just move underneath. So... maybe you can just go over the top, actually. You guys will keep digging out more iron shortly, so we'll just wait for you to dig more iron. This won't take very long. And the other thing I kind of want to do is I kind of want to set up this polluted oxygen vent just because it's down here. We have got some gas in this area. We're going to need... if we release all this gas, it's going to overheat everything and probably melt a load of stuff. Because of all the magma. So I need to think about that. At the moment, the plan is very much that we're still just venting all of the steam from the brine in here. That water is now making its way to the geothermal heat pump via an insulated pipe. We're just going to keep shoving brine in this. And we're going to keep filling this room with steam until it pushes all the other gases out. And I think at this point we'll also open this because the pressure should be high enough that it will prevent off-gassing. Maybe? No. Let's not do that yet. That doesn't sound very sensible. Volume loud enough. It seems quiet. Seems, well, I guess it's showing up as normal. It feels very quiet. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. It's literally just the SFX. The music seems loud. There we go. That feels better. I don't know why. Sometimes the audio just seems to feel different. I'm not sure whether it's me or whether it's actually the game. Right, so that can come down here. This one, oh. That can actually come down here. This one is going to get removed. We go in here. That's going to get cut off. It's going to come down here. This is going to come down here. So the oxalite one has to move. So that is going to temporarily, and by temporarily I mean permanently, come down here. And that's going to get shoved out of the way. I think I'll just move this one here to avoid any confusion. And then that one's actually going to come in here, so I can just pliers this. And cancel the deconstruct. Okay. And then that's going to wrap around here. Still digging more iron. There we go. This probably shouldn't be snow tiles, should it? This should probably be granite. Something that's not going to melt. I was insulating this. I care less about that now. I guess we'll still leave this one open for now. Just so you can actually access everything. Okay. Yeah, let's just focus on getting that done first. Mercury, we're out of Mercury again, but there's a load over here, so I'm not overly fussed. I think we'll be alright. Steam power is now powering the base, so we should have a little bit of extra power available. And yeah, what we're aiming for is all the gas to get pushed out. We have a load of steam in here. I think we just want to vent all the gas. This is probably fine. So we'll build a heat pump here, and then we'll vent all the gas. So I'm going to look above 0. This is plugged in now. When are we ever going to get back in here? I guess we'll have to build a liquid lock. No, whatever. I'm not overly fussed at the moment. Right, this was not calibrated. This should send a green signal if it's below 900 kilograms. It is... Oh! Oil fills up a tile at less than 100 kilograms. That's the answer. Okay. Well, we'll turn this off then. There's too much oil in here now. That's not really a problem. But it's a good thing we caught it now. You're still venting more steam. You aren't. Still need to pump in more liquid. You know what? I'm actually going to put this here as well now. I just want to fill this room with steam. I want as much steam as possible in here. And then we can get rid of all the other gases pretty efficiently. There's still a little bit of natural gas left in here, but this geode isn't doing anything, so we should be fine. Who's idle? May, you've trapped yourself, indeed. So this needs to be done immediately. You do have oxygen, so that's good. The chlorine seems to be mostly liquefying up here, so that's actually not too bad. Do we have any gaseous sulfides? Let's see. No, we do not. Are they not in these rust biomes, in these cold ones? That's irritating. Guess the chlorine will just hang out for a while. That's very irritating, but I guess it's not the end of the world. We're going to set you to allow manual use again. I do want you to dump all of the bleach stone that we've dropped in this room in here. Don't worry, May, you're being rescued. And May's a rock fan, so they're smiling at the moment because there's a meteor shower. That's how you know when a dupe has a attribute-based buff. Or a trait-based buff is when they're smiling. Like May is. Okay, that seems good for now. What else do we want to do? I guess we just want to dig up more metal, don't we? We can come down here, that's not... Some more metal over here as well. That's fine. We don't have to grab absolutely every little bit of it. Just the good parts. Now, the annoying thing we're going to have to do. So, because we're going to be setting up a load of steam turbines down here, we're either going to have to set up another row of transformers, or we're going to have to plug everything to this wire up here. And our power overlay is already quite congested. If we were going to hide the heavy watt wire, we'd have to send another large column of conductive wires down. Which, in fairness, we probably could do. But it would be annoying. So what I'm thinking is, maybe we set up a separate transformer block down here, and we power some very specific things with this. I don't know. I haven't really made my mind up. Or maybe we just set the transformers up down here and plug a few of them in here. I haven't really gotten that far yet. Yeah, now we're going to be pumping 3 different liquid pipes in here. So you should be erupting fairly often with the steam. And then what we can do, once the pressure gets high enough, we can just seal off the top here, and then it will all be steam, and all the other gases will have gone away. I mean, there's a few small ones down. But it should be fine. Hoping this gas will get pushed out of here as well. This building can operate in the steam, so I'm not really that concerned. Sweepy is sweeping all the water. You're not going to get very far with that. Maybe we're just going to turn you off. Sorry, Sweepy, your usefulness has yet again come into question. So now the steam has kind of sealed this bit off, which is not exactly what I want. We got a lot of very hot gas coming out here now, because it's being pushed out by the steam. This has actually been quite an effective way of getting the gas out of here, just filling this room full of steam, and then we're just gonna dump it again. Maybe. The only thing is, we have to create routes for the gas to actually escape from. And it's fairly big scalding. Well, it's not a big scalding hazard up here unless the gas is literally magma temperature. Which it isn't, because the steam has a lot of heat capacity that it's dumping into it at the moment. It's fine. Right, we're almost done on this. We've just got a few more wire segments left to do. How's this looking? Obviously, we're not going to get any infinite storage actually going on here at the moment, because we're pumping all the brine. We should probably actually pump all of this as well. How much salt do we have now? Let's add that to the list. Well, actually, let me. We have 8.1 tons of salt, which is not a huge amount. So as a reminder... Okay, so now that we want the sand, let's start crushing salt to table salt as well. Some of it will get turned in... so when you do that, the duplicates get the morale bonus from the table salt, but it's also turning 100 kilograms of salt into 100 kilograms of sand. The sand is what we're interested in primarily, but the morale is just a nice bonus. It looks like we're firing out the bleach stone from here, and it also looks like none of it's going in the nectar, so this room design is working pretty well. We are getting some bleach stone going. So that's good. Now this conveyor rail is blocked, because what I actually have to do is separate all of these, and I should have done that a while ago, because those belts have been getting confused, probably for many cycles. But now the sand is going to get dumped directly into the deodorizers. So now we shouldn't have to worry about that ever again, because this should definitely give us enough sand to work with. And I don't know whether we're going to keep the rock crushers here permanently. I don't know, maybe we do. If we did this, we could take the sand and hook it up here as well. No, I guess we can't. Actually, are you sure we can't put it up here? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, we'll put these up here then. What is this ore gate? Right, I can move that, so that's going to go down here. We'll see how much the sand production goes up. So we've got 7.3 tons of salt, we've got table salt now, and we've got sand. And we shouldn't run out of any of these things ever again. What do you mean? What do you mean geovent unavailable? This vent is ready. Is it because this one's still venting? Oh, look at all that natural gas going to space. What a waste. So how am I going to get the rest of the gas out of here? Does this even matter? If we just fill this whole bit with gas, we're probably at the point where we can start building these steam turbines. Yeah. So the idea was we're going to set them up in an insulated block down here. Probably just in line with the pump. We can make it a 4-high room. And we'll just extend it all the way over here. And for now, we'll just get you to build the tiles. And then we'll decide exactly where the steam turbines are going. I probably want this open at least a little bit. And obviously we'll move all the fire poles and stuff as well. That's not permanent. But essentially, that's the plan. This whole long row, which is about 90 tiles, we're going to have the steam turbines in. In fact, let's just seal this off now, I think. And then once that's done, we'll get rid of all the random ladders. We'll do this as well. This will be the end. But maybe what we'll do here is we'll just do like a little liquid lock. And we'll make that a little vacuum entrance. Yeah, that seems fine. Then we'll get all the steam in here to condense. Do I want to do the same thing over here? Possibly. I mean, how big is this? Because we need 18 steam turbines. So... Oh, it can't be 90 because we've got 6 tiles obscured here. Right, let's have a look at this. So... That's going to be 48. 9 steam turbines over here. And then this is going to be less. So it's not quite enough space because of how it rounds out. That's annoying. We're going to have to move the geos. Well, this probably isn't going to run at max capacity immediately, though. I don't think I'm overly worried. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm getting a lot of emails lately asking me to play a game. I've noticed that. I'm a bit skeptical. I don't have enough time to play the games I want to play. Right, so... This wire is going to go down here. Still not overly pleased with having to have an OR gate here, but it is what it is. And then we're going to put another conveyor loader here. These are all going to be full of sand. And then that is just going to hook up to this one. So that can just go straight down here. And that doesn't need anything fancy going on. There we go. A nice, actual, simple conveyor for a change. That'll do. So, yeah, this is going to be 16 steam turbines. Maybe we do have this go all the way over here. And in fact, maybe we just dig this whole bit out here. And we finish it here. That makes a bit more space for steam turbines, doesn't it? The issue then is we're disrupting the natural environment of the steam pump. Maybe we do that later. I think we do that later. And then what should happen is this area will get heated up. This is going to erupt, and we're going to... Are we going to geotune this as well? And geotune this so it gets up to 90 degrees. I think we do geotune this as well. Although it's a cool slush geyser, so not as good as actually geotuning a normal polluted water vent. Maybe we don't bother then. Not really sure. Also, all the water's building up in here now. Disconnect this. We need all these vents to actually unblock. I think this is the point where I actually just unblock this in here. What am I deconstructing in here? The pipe? I don't really care about that. I think we actually just open this up now. We need to release all this steam. So that can go there. We have enough plastic for 8 steam turbines. Maybe we start by putting them down here. How's this looking? Okay, that's good. So now we can seal this off. Mr. Biobot, you're probably going to trap yourself in here. No, you're somewhat sensible. That's good. So, yeah, the bleach stone should now... Oh, God, right. We've got to remove this. The bleach stone should now be trapped solely in tiles. So we shouldn't have any issues with off-gassing, hopefully. How the Floxes looking? So I think the Floxes are back to almost normal numbers. It's not quite perfect. I'll continue to keep an eye on it. So you need to be set to filtration material. Now we have 5.3 tons of salt and 39.4 tons of sand. What are you up to, Joshua? Looks like we've got mostly steam out here. Okay. I think we open this up, and then all the gases can escape out here. The geothermal pump is pretty easy, but it does have a few places where you can make mistakes. I backed mine up several times before I got mine running happily. Yeah, we'll see. Oh no, Sweepy. Sweepy can't get in. He's sad. The fate of Sweepy. Right, what else do we want to do? We want to come in here. So I think what I actually want to do, there's polluted dirt over here we need to get rid of. From a dead slickster. I think what we want to do after that is just make a liquid lock. The oil. I think we dig over here. We tile this. We got loads of liquid over here. We could build some kind of liquid lock with this. And then we can get in here and access all this stuff again. Because I still want to access the map outside of the mad steam zone. I'd like to hook this up and get some more oxygen from that again, because that seems... We've got 4 polluted oxygen vents, and I'm determined to actually use them all. What's going on? The brine pump's overheating now? Maybe they are. A lot of steam out here now. Yeah, we need to do this pronto, because now all the steam is starting to actually just escape. Also, we're ending up with a lot of molten salt over here in the magma. We're getting a nice little pink layer going. Yeah. I think this needs to be insulated in the space zone. We could also start, once we've done that, we could start hooking up the other oil wells as well, and then we can get loads of oil. Because we'll have loads of excess water from all of this. Yeah, this needs to be a priority 9, because we're just making a load of molten salt now. Molten salt is pretty interesting in that if you look at the salt, and you look at the salt gas has a higher heat capacity than the regular salt. So boiling and evaporating salt can be used to generate heat. Much like ethanol can be boiled and condensed to delete heat because the gas has a lower specific heat capacity. So unfortunately, if we're getting any salt gas, that's increasing the amount of heat in this area. Again, why bother doing that when you have to... Oh well, this is fun. We've got to like do at least one playthrough where we really use this. Scalding. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm assuming you guys are doing a lot of rock crushing these days. Yeah. 105 grams of table salt. Been going at it. I think we just still need to connect these for them to actually work. I'm glad the bleach stone hoppers have worked without any issues. But yes, all the salt is rapidly diminishing. There's some rock. There's some iron here. We should probably grab that. There's another bit over here. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Just come up here and then you can do this. I'm beginning to think metal ore might be the reason we have to leave. We'll have to leave at some point because we're just going to run out of metal ore if we're not harvesting meteors. Yeah, so hopefully in a minute you're actually going to build this tile. It looks like you are. No? Who's doing this then? Catalina. Long commutes doing these days. Seems fine. I cannot make any sense of this. Probably just worth looking at the individual duplicants. I don't know, it's difficult to know really, isn't it? Ellie does not do a lot of work, because she is a sleeping dude. Yeah, release the gas here. And then hopefully this will leave at some point. We got a lot of salt gas. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, this will all be fine. It's just the bit that's not in the vacuum. What are you doing? Stop. Stop repairing this. I swear I've told him to stop repairing that like many times. So, what else do we want to do? We want to remove all of the ladders in the Steam Turbine range. We'll leave that one for now. And we'll leave that one for now. And we'll leave that one. Right, well, we're probably going to keep geotuning stuff, right? And if we're setting up a conveyor rail for all this bleach stone, I think we should just set up another, I don't know, 15 geotuners. We'll probably want to geotune all the polluted water, realistically. If you geotune a polluted water vent max, you get 130 degrees steam. But if you do, if a duplicate misses the errand, it's only going to come out as 110 degrees polluted water. So, not really sure. Maybe we're just better off feeding this to plants. I don't know. What do we actually want to geotune? Well, I think at some point we're going to want to geotune the metal volcanoes. None of them are really set up for it. We probably could geotune the copper volcano, because we could set up a thermo aquatuner in here. The gold volcanoes we could probably do as well. If we just extend this to add an extra self-cooled steam turbine, we can get more gold. The polluted oxygen vents, probably not. You geotune the polluted oxygen vents with salt. We could geotune them. That doesn't seem like... I mean, it's a lot of power running the geotuners for a very small amount of oxygen. But it is free. It's not like we're going to run out of salt either. This doesn't seem very worthwhile, but we could do it. To geotune the metal volcanoes, we need refined phosphorus. That's something we should probably do fairly soon, a phosphorus refiner. But in order to actually do that, we need excess phosphorus, which means we need excess bandits. So that's probably a little bit further down the line. I will come back and revisit those guys, but not at the moment. So let's keep thinking. Sulfur we don't care about because we don't have any of the sulfur harvesting critters, so there's no point. Magma we don't care about because we're going to have all the power we ever need, and we don't need the rock. Chlorine we don't really care about because we don't have tufts yet. So I think it is just going to be the polluted water vents. Yeah. Okay, let's go analyze the one in here. I mean, if anything, we should be geotuning this one first. I don't know. Not really going to need to do it, are we? Why are you trapped? Oh, you're trapped because we need to get these built. Okay. It's fine. We can just wait for that to happen. Right, I'm going to make that priority 9 so we can just get digging through here, and then we can start figuring out the liquid lock for this area. But how hot is this now on average? Okay, looks like this is actually infinite storing now, so this is good. You can see the pressure's above 1,000 kilograms, but the gas is keeping it in. And this is probably going to actually go dormant fairly soon, so I don't mind that we're building up a little bit of brine. We could do it making some more steel as well. I think we're fine doing that. This volcano is going dormant soon. We've got a fair bit of iron. Let's make like 50 more lots of steel. Now the dupes are a bit less busy. No, I think we will set up the polluted oxygen vent today. So this comes out at 60 degrees. Also, let's go and look at all the vents and see which ones have the higher eruption average. Because if there's a particularly good vent for that, we should take advantage of it. So 350, not really. 7.2, 11.8, that's a better volcano for geotuning when we get around to doing that. 9.7, that's not bad. This one is 687 grams per second of polluted oxygen. So maybe we just geotune this one. Melt a bit more of this mercury. And then this one's 438. Okay, let's geotune this one. So TH126. Because we can literally just do that with salt, and that's not going to require any actual management. So this one. And we'll build another 2 geotuning suites for this. We'll keep using all the gold to build everything. Because we can. And I'm just going to replace all these plastic tiles with gold, because we want the plastic for the steam turbines. And the gold will suffice here. The ladders can't be replaced, but the tiles can. See, the polluted oxygen vent makes a different noise when you do stuff with it. We'll set everything up here as well. And to be honest, I've never geotuned a guy here. I think we'll just let you manually load them with salt. Oh yeah, it's salt, so we don't actually need to be annoying with the bleach stone things. I'll set them up in the oil just so that we have the option to geotune a water vent later. But yeah. I haven't really done the maths on it, but it's convenient, and we're going to have an excess of salt, probably, so I'm not that concerned. Sometimes you should just do things because it's fun, rather than because it's optimal. Right, here we go. And then, what else? Power wires. I think we just set everything up on this wire over here. We will get to the steam turbines in a minute. They're just building all the tiles down there. Right, you've tiled this up now, which means you can actually dig all the way in here. Grab all that lead. May as well grab that as well. The pressure isn't too high. Is this a case where we just let all the oil dump down here? And then let all this gas escape? I think it might be. Right, you're actually erupting again, which is good. This one's erupting. We're getting lots of steam. So, the salt. We're sending salt here specifically. I think what we'll do is once the bleach stone conveyor is full, we'll send another conveyor rail up here. And that one could just go around here, because it doesn't need to worry about off-gassing. And then that one's just going to go up here. And I know we could save a lot of metal ore just using conveyor rail sensors, but I don't want to do that. And that one's specifically going to be salt. Obsidian, we can print that off, that's fine. We'll need to open this up over here, so remove this, remove these, and probably just put some ladders in here. Because you're going to seal yourself in otherwise. Oh, hold on. We don't actually need to seal these off. Because it's going to be salt. So... the only reason we're sealing these off to begin with is so we can actually navigate the bleach stone in here, because these aren't actually going to be salt either. We can actually remove... because these ones aren't going to be bleach stone either, we can actually remove these ones. Because there's no conveyor rail going through here. That's the constraint, not the other situation. Okay. Yeah, it seems like stuff's working pretty well now. Meteors do we get here anyways? It's literally only icy nectar. Nectar meteor showers? Hold up. What? There's no way. Do the trees plant themselves from the meteor showers? I haven't been paying attention to this. There's a lot of trees. Yeah, we're going to geotune this. Because we might as well. Oh god, are you really shoving all the storage, all the stuff that we're actually trying to store? It's snow, ice, and occasional trees. Interesting. That would explain why there's so many of them. Yeah, look at this. How else is this tree going to get here? Wow. Door is overheating? That's funny. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of steam in here. You're coming down here to build all the rock? Oh yeah, you're grabbing all the igneous rock from here, aren't you? Interesting. What else do you want to do? There's a spore kit down here, so we don't want to grab that. Yeah, we'll just let you dig all of this for now. That's fine. I love the smell of vacuum in the morning. Oh, this needs to go here. That was a mistake. This could have been running for a while. There you go. Right, you're getting all of this done, so we can remove all of these ladders now. That's probably fine. Remove these ones too. Yes, this is just buildings on here, so the wire is going to get removed as well. You can't actually get under here, can you? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna tile this. And then we're going to move this one up. If we tile this one, it's going to destroy it. I think what we actually do is we dig this out after we tile this. I'm going to be careful. We're not going to unleash all the natural gas into here. That would be very silly. Right, you're a vacuum now. That's good. So, cancel that. We will use this eventually, probably for slicksters. So you can go here. I love that the occasional book just wanders past this geotuner room. What temperatures like these days, anyways? It's quite hot over here now. Maybe we don't need to run these all the time anymore. Let's turn them off for now. Everyone's in warm coats, and the base is generally warmer now, so I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm finding is when a Phlox dies, it takes a long time for it to restock with this setup. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. I don't think you just have to run at 100% throughput. What we should do is we should plant arbor trees. That's something we should do at some point. This is an accident waiting to happen. Gonna have to sort out all this jungle juice at some point. Right, there is a lot of steam in here. Most of the actual gas is gone. We do actually need to make this passage clear for the steam. We can get rid of all this other gas as well. At this point, I'm going to open this one as well. Right, so we dug through here. So... what can I do to form a liquid lock? I could just dig down here and then let all the excess oil go over here. Other thing is we can remove these as well. So what we could do is something along these lines. And then we can come out here, and then that will be a liquid seal. Okay, let's investigate this quickly, because what should happen is all the excess oil should drain into here. And then we can start digging out this area. We'll have a gas pocket. We can let that gas out, I guess. Salt and sand are both decreasing. Interesting. Well, we've still got a conveyor loader full of salt here. The salt is very hot. It's leaking a lot of heat into the environment. I don't think that's an issue because we're just dumping a load of water down here anyway. Oh, this rock is very hot? I never even noticed this rock is very hot. Oh, you're letting this erupt now? Alright, let's analyze this. So we got vacuum. And then what we'll do is this will be a tile, this will be a tile. We'll open that up, and then that can drain down here. That should be fine. Let's actually make these out of igneous rock so that we can build them now. Quinn is on the job. And then we can access all of this again. So all the oil is draining over here now. This is still filling up. Ooh, that's a weird looking liquid, isn't it? I haven't seen it look like this in a while. No way, insufficient oxygen duration, nobody cares. Let's just double check the colony report again. I'm really hoping they fix it at some point. Maybe the oxalite sconces aren't really doing anything? Well, whatever. Yeah. There's a lot of steam coming out of here now. This should push all the other gases out eventually. Maybe we just tile some. In fact, let's just open this one up just to let whatever gas is down here out. This could be igneous rock as well, just so I can build it a bit faster. We're actually kind of running out of igneous rock, but we've got loads of it on the map we can dig up, so I'm not fussed. Also, let's grab some oil bottles and put them in the room. Geotuners. Oh no, that's not going to matter because it's just salt. Well, we'll do it anyways, because otherwise I'll forget. And we'll use them for bleach stone, and we'll dump something else in there. So... Oh, this is all unreachable now, isn't it? It's fine, we'll just prioritize actually excavating that bit. So, 29 this. Let's flood it. Gas pump? Okay. Oh, because a load of brine ice melted. That's fine. That's allowed. I believe we're still dumping brine ice in here, aren't we? Yes. Oh, we've still got the coprolite. We need to put the coprolite in the base. Right, where are we putting all these pedestal things again? Right, we've got the model plane, and then we've got the coprolite. That's going to go here. And you need to build this tile. I guess I forgot about that one specifically. Automation wire, you can go here, 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 and here. We're gonna geotune the polluted oxygen vent that erupts the most. So you'll see here, the one that's more efficient, it actually shows you how much extra gas you're getting out. We can check geyser efficiency on here. And you can see the copper volcano is more efficient as well. Both these volcanoes are the same efficiency. And then we need to analyze the other geysers. That's fine. But we are feeding salt up here to the conveyor rails now. So that's going to keep going in here. It's going to prioritize the bleach stone first. Then the other one. Now, we need to set this to 9 because the gold volcano... Oh, right. The gold volcano. So, we do need to put a little bit of gold in these machines. I think we're just going to let dupes deliver it because it's so little gold. I don't think it's actually going to be relevant. You can see salt's increasing again now. That's a good sign. How many books we got over here now? We've got 142 spare books. I think that means we can actually give these guys more downtime again. Does that even matter? Let's see. Let's give them more downtime again. See if the number of books starts to decrease. This is very gradually going to cool the magma doing this. Not really something we want to do. Right, in any case, so this is a liquid lock now. This should stay sealed, right? No, you're still venting all this. Oh no, look at the slickster. Look at the slickster. You can dig all of this. You can dig all of this. You can dig all of this as well. Then all that oil can end up here, and then we can start looking at this vent again. But can we priority 7 all of this stuff so we can actually start building the steam turbines? Because I do want to actually get them built today, or get started anyways. Because we'll deprecate this once we've actually start putting some more steam turbines in. What's overheating? Oh, yeah. We do not care about this. Do not care about this. Do not care about this. The metal refinery we've already built out of ceramic and we're not using it anymore. That's fine. Rain. I'm really happy with this. It's getting hotter as well, which means the steam's going to get hotter. So we want to remove these 3 as well. We'll leave these 3 in for now, just so we can access this area. Right, I can remove this now. And then once that's done, we can replace this. Needs to be priority 9. That is priority 9. Okay. Do I care about this? I think I do. Right, let's have a think. So, steam turbines. We'll make these all out of probably copper. Nah, we've still got more gold. Let's make them out of gold. We can make them out of lead. Actually, let's just make them out of lead. They're not going to melt down here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do this as well. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably move this 1 and do a little bit more. But we don't need to urgently prioritize that. Yeah, see, look how much faster this is going now that you're actually thinking about it. Now, the other thing we can do, there's so much steam pressure in here now. I feel pretty confident about tiling these tiles to just remove all the random gases in here. Kind of why we left those little indents up there. I believe the sour gas get pushed out as well. I guess not. I guess the sour gas is heavier than the carbon dioxide, so they'll stay down here. The problem, isn't it? Yeah, that probably is actually a problem. Right, let's replace this one. That could be priority 9. It's overheating. Door. Okay, we don't care about that one either. Right, it looks like most of the oil has been let out of here now. So we can let this down. And then we can start exploring around here again. And that means we can start working on this, which means we'll remove that, we'll remove this, we'll remove this. I'll get this tamer set up today as well, because, to be honest, I just want to. And this is full of slime lung germs. The funny thing is, if we geotuned this, the germs die at 100 degrees C. If we get 160 degrees C oxygen out of here, we don't need to bother using a wheezewort to destroy the germs. But the wheezewort destroys the germs so effectively, it's not really relevant. So we'll probably just put the wheezewort down here. Actually, I guess they have to micromanage. They have to feed the wheezewort phosphorite, and they are eventually going to run out of that. So maybe we don't. Maybe we do geotune it. That's not very much reward though. The amount of salt you're putting in. We still need to build this tile as well. That's fine. So are you actually geotuned yet? No. You're plugged in, but you're not actually actively geotuned. Because no one's prioritizing the errand. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. How about we set you to 5? Have I really had Sertor sleeping next to Pay, the loud sleeper, for all eternity? That's hilarious. Sertor can go up here. Poor Sertor. We got 2 flock spawns in here. That's nice. Why have we got a single Mammoth in this ranch? We got 14 Bamini eggs. Maybe it's just a timing issue. Right, let's keep hooking these up. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're just out of plastic. How much more plastic do we need? Has this nectar boiled? I think we just boiled all the nectar in here. Rip. Yeah, that seems likely. Oh well. We want to do that one as well. Right, and then the power. So each one of these is going to be its own conductive wire. And we need to decide where they're actually going. So, where's this wire going, first of all? I think the actual answer is we're going to send that somewhere else. Not overly fussed for it. So that one's going to go here, that one's going to go here. Each of these is going to generate 1.7 kilowatts. Now, what we should actually do as well is we should set up power control rooms, right? We've got loads of mercury and we've got loads of lead. That's a very efficient way of generating more power. The issue is, it's so much power. I don't think we're ever going to need to do it. And then, if we're doing it with the transformer setup that we use, it would actually... We'd only be able to put 1 steam turbine per conductive wire, which means we'd have to use Heavi Watt wire to connect all of them, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. So I don't think they are going to bother. Oh look, they're firing all the salt around. Hold on, where's that salt going? We're firing our own meteors up at the asteroid now. That's hilarious. And then they're just dumping down here. Okay. I hadn't fully considered where all the salt was going to come out. Amazing. Right. I feel like now we should seal this off. We should get a liquid lock over here, and then we can access all of this. So what we could do is maybe like this. Don't mind a little bit of the oil pouring out. We still just want to dump all this oil over here, don't we? Maybe we do something different. Maybe we do this. No, that's not. Oh no, I know what we do. We do it like this. And then all this oil can drain this way. Yeah, we'll do that. So, dig this. I don't know why I was being so fussed about all the gases. Not really a lot of gas down here. Just because I wanted to do something about this. We could do something about this now. So where's the germs? The germs are all over the place. So let's actually put the tile here. And then dig this up. And then we'll put the wheezeworts in. And then at least we've decontaminated this area. So let's see. Plant box, plant box, plant box, plant box. Seems fine. How are the domestic trees looking? They're still too hot. I could set up more of these. Probably worth doing, isn't it? I think I'm still filling this up at the moment. Let's actually... Right. Let's actually not fill this up anymore. So I'll set this to, like, 10. And then we'll take the rest of the nectar and we'll just use it for polymer production. I could totally set up some more of these. You're just too close to the bathroom. Oh, I know why you're leaking. You're leaking all the heat through here. There we go. That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? And then you'll cool down again, right? How's this going? Looks like most of the tiles are done. I think I'll just have you set over here on the normal priority for now, and then we'll keep chipping away at you. Overheating now, this. I don't care about that. Who's idle? You're idle. Yep, that's a thing. Okay. If you build that, then we can just crawl in here as well. Joshua is just admiring the scenery. Right. I think for now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this. This is still liquid locked at the moment because of this tile. And then you can at least actually go out and do stuff. And now I think we're going to seal this, because we're not really pumping the gas out anymore. So let's just do this, and then everyone should come around this way instead. We'll just remove this one first. But the aim is to drain all of the oil out from this bit, I think. Right, there you go. You're fine now, right? And then let's Party 9 this. Oh god. This is really not good. We've got salt gas continuously raining over here. And that's bad because, as we said, salt gas multiplies heat. So this is heating up the area over time. I'm not sure how much it actually is doing. There's not a huge amount of salt down here. We do not want to be passively heating the asteroid over here. Right, so now all the steam will stay in here, and this should push the rest of the gas out even further. We'll keep tiling these up and deleting the rest of these random gases. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Okay, we didn't start building all these yet. Okay, that's good. Okay, maybe a little. The steam turbines are going down here. I completely forgot that bit. They were supposed to go down here. That's why I set out all this room for them. Right, okay, so let's try this again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then there should be 20 spaces left. Yeah, there are. Okay, so we always had room. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we actually calculated this. So we can remove that. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to be putting the steam turbines. Christ. What we got? Iron. We'll take some iron. But that's why we need to get rid of this stuff in here. Oh, I've done this in the wrong order, haven't I? Am I really going to delete 320 kilograms of natural gas? No. If we remove that, then we can dig this, right? Is that reachable? It is. And then we can seal this. Okay. Just have to be very careful. You've got to do this one first. Yeah, this is what we were supposed to do. Do we actually even want to bother dividing this up with power control stations? I don't think so. There's no point. We're going to generate so much power from this, we'll never need to do anything else for anything ever. It's literally going to be 18 full wax steam turbines. If we ever actually make use of all of this, I'll be amazed. The Slickster is too hot. Hurrah. But yes, there's an awful lot of not steam going on over here. We also need to pour the oil down here, so let's see. So that's gonna be here. Did I just cannibalize 800 kilograms of plastic from somewhere? I mean, how long is it going to take for us to generate that much plastic with the trees like this? Next production halted. Oh, are you harvesting this thing? You shouldn't be. You are harvesting it. Boo! Stop doing it. You're growing again now? Okay. Right, so we have a liquid lock in here now. I'm gonna dig this. So we're gonna open this up over here. Some petroleum has slipped in here, so this oil isn't actually gonna flow, is it? What am I even doing over here? I feel like I'm just fiddling around. I want to get rid of all of this. I want this to drain down here, but it probably won't while we've actually got this petroleum in here. There's a little bit of oil and a little bit of petroleum. Right, we're kind of just farting around at the moment. So let's actually... So, right. Each plastic ladder is... It's 50 kilograms. We do 16 of them. do it up to here. Then we should have enough plastic to make all the steam turbines, and we can start planning around all of them. Wow, you're really hot in here. I mean, we did insulate the whole room. Did we want to actually insulate this? Yeah, I don't know. We've got too many things on here. We've actually got too many things on here. What's running? Liquid pump. A lot of auto sweepers, a lot of geotunnels. Oh, it's probably fine. Right, so now let's think about this. So we're going to have one conductive wire down here, one here, one here. We have 9 pairs. If we're going to send all the conductive wires up somewhere, it's going to be a 9 wide strip of conductive wires. We're going to have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's going to be 6. That's alright. I did one too many. I think if it's just 9 wide, we probably can plug it into our transformers up here. But we're going to have to make this wider. Now, where are we going to shove 9 vertical conductive wires? I think what we actually do is we just make another path going straight up. Probably through the random snowy bit. Yeah. Maybe just buy this teleporter. Okay, so maybe just start thinking about digging all of that out. Oh god, this is gonna be a great fact. Start clearing all this out. We can run it over here, so I think we want to run it on this side. So I think what we actually start doing is build a granite ladder running past here. And we'll do it over here for now, so the ethanol doesn't go flying. And that will go over here. Now that's going to vent all this gas out into space. At the moment, we've sealed all of the gas from escaping. I think we don't particularly care about the gas in here. We just need to make sure it's not actually venting from over here. So the ladder will go up here, but we'll connect it through the insulated tile, and we won't connect it to the... Then we'll dig all of this. Wow, you're already here building it? You guys just love building ladders. Okay, and then we'll get rid of all of this, because that one we needed. And then this is where we're going to shovel the wires. Making 9 wires seems like a lot of effort to avoid heavy wire. But I guess the cost isn't actually much higher. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So it's like, it's technically more metal, but we're not going to run out of metal because we've got loads of metal volcanoes. And the conductive wire doesn't have any actual decor penalty, and the heavy watt wire does, when the loop's running past it. I don't think it's actually that impactful, but it's kind of just my style at this point to not do heavy watt wires apart from at the transformers. So look how much gas we've shoved up here now. So let's start tiling that, and that should actually remove all that gas. That's what we're doing here. We're actually deleting the gas by building the tiles here. So this is ending up as just steam. Is that actually buildable? It is. Okay, that's good. Because the heavy watt wire is 4 times more expensive. So we are using probably twice as much metal overall. But we're avoiding a decor penalty. And we can hook it all up to our transformers here and centralize all of our power. So the thing we are going to have to do... I mean, first of all, we made this out of mafic rock because... reasons, I guess. I think we'll just continue making it out of granite, though. We made it like this so we can access the wires from each side. I think what we'll actually do is we'll leave a gap, and then we'll start setting up more. So we'll start... build another row of them. Because each pair is one set of steam turbines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones aren't plugged into anything. We can plug these in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know one block of this many transformers is actually exactly enough to handle all of the steam turbines. So that means we can actually plug in all of the power up here. And then we'll have a load of power, and then because we're actually building it in the base, we're actually going to have room to connect it to everything in the base. Capiche? Capiche. And then obviously we don't want the dupes to actually access this, so we'll just dig this all out here. We are going to dig all of this out, that's fine. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. If we look at the decor overlay, we've got the negative decor from the heavy watt wire here. But if we go down to where we're actually running all the conductive wire past, there's no significant decor penalty. Also, this map mode is very laggy. And then I think we just exactly duplicate what we've got going on here. Oh, right, so we do duplicate it, but we leave some space. Because we've got to actually feed all the wires out somehow. So, let's see. Don't ask me why I've done the end like this. You won't get a satisfying answer. Okay, what's going on? Oh, it's all the snow. You're digging out all the snow. Okay, that's fine. You do actually need to be careful, though. Please continue to do that. No, I like having the heavy watt wire here and then just using transformers to automate everything, because then if I really want to, I could deprioritize one power line, prioritize another power line. Not that I'm necessarily going to, but at least we can do it. And then the ones on the end as well, which we aren't currently using. And then we're making these all smart batteries because the refined metal is infinite. I don't want to make these out of iron, though. I want to make these out of gold. There we go. Now, this bottom bit, I believe, is actually insulated from the negative decor from the heavy watt wire. So we can put something else here. In fact, we can make this access if we really felt like it. I think we're going to end up with some dupes running around without suits at this rate. Yeah, I'm going to priority 9 this to make sure that we don't get any dupes trapped. Now, I'm not sure what time I'm going to be back tomorrow because there's a work due. So, I'll talk about it more later, but we may do some Balatro streaming tomorrow instead of more Oni. Maybe I'll try and fit another Oni stream to make up for it. We'll see. Oh god. Right, okay, so let's see. Heavi Watt Wire. So I'm just gonna connect this all over here. I think. This is the only bit where we need the joint plates. And then this is gonna be a conductive wire. So 39 build that. And then the Heavi Watt. This is conductive wire, right? Yeah. They changed the new day noise. Yeah, they did change a few different sound effects. I think it's just for the Frosty Planet maps. Hope you're doing well, Punk. What have you been up to these days? Oh, we need a joint plate here as well. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just going to disconnect this for now and yellow alert this. There you go. It's working, fair enough. Them's the bricks. Okay, so that's going to go there, and then this wire is going to do the same thing on both sides. I'm going to slowly lose my mind. I'm definitely going to make a mistake doing this. Yeah, so my aim is to just actually plug in all the steam turbines today. And we'll figure out what to do with them another day, for sure. The answer at the moment is probably getting a load of recreation buildings online. For the extra morale, and then I can start skilling people up again a bit more. This is going to be a lot of power. This is probably going to be more power than we've ever had in a run. This run is definitely taking off. We're getting a fairly large amount done. I'm not sure whether this has been faster overall than Badlands Boffins. I think that was still faster overall. But this is pretty close. I feel like I will be able to take off faster than we did in Badlands Boffins. Right, you aren't trapped down here anymore. That's good. So, regrettably, I think what we need to do is build a series of ladders going sideways here, just so we can excavate this whole swathe of the map. And there is some frosty stuff in here, but there's not a huge amount, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We'll just take the sleet wheats and run. We're still kind of relying on the wild sleet wheats for food. So I'm not overly keen about just cannibalizing them, but it is what it is. See how that goes. Right, we have enough plastic now. In fact, we actually demolished more plastic than we needed to. So we can start rebuilding the plastic ladders. Yeah, I removed more than we needed to over here. We want to get these all the way down here still. You do have a longer way to run now. Mildly annoying. Right. Okay, Weezewart's here, please. And we've got another Spore Kid. Right, what do I want to do with this? I just want to open this up so the dupes can run in here. All this gas should compress up here fairly neatly. So I think now we just actually... I don't think we pour out the oil. I think we do this. I'll think about this another day. This isn't really that important. So we've got some lead. All this wire is going to be lead, obviously. We know we're going to be sending 9 wires up. So that's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of these bits is going to be 225 metal. This is very cursed. Maybe this stream is actually going... Maybe the VODs are actually going to be called Building a Spaghetti Hive Mind. Something stupid. How are we going to fit these wires through the magma? I didn't even consider this. Do we just go up here through the heat pump? I mean... That is kind of wide enough. Well, right, okay, look. What's the melting point of iron? Again, remind me. It is 1,534. So this magma isn't hot enough to melt iron. I think we do this. I think we just send a load of iron wires through here. Oh, we've already got 2 wires through here. I do think this is what we're doing there. Heat pump is sitting on neutronium. That's very true. Very wise. I think we just send them through here. We can dig this all out. That's not a problem. Once we've cleared the spore kid, we can just send all the wires down here. So, okay, let's continue with the lead. So, where's the top going to be? That's going to be the top. These tiles are not very hot. So that's definitely going to be the top. We're actually planning out wires for a change. Those tiles might be hotter, so maybe we'll leave those ones. So, Dupes, I've heard you'd like to build wires. We're going to be doing a lot of that today. This is not a speed 3 task, by the way, because they're going to spend so long pondering it, it's never going to get done. Now, what's going to happen here? All going to explode. So this whole bit outside, in the gas zone, that is going to be iron. What about copper? I don't think we can use copper. No, it has to be iron. Specifically. Which is annoying, because we haven't found an iron volcano. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so I can go there. Still want lead for the bit that isn't touching magma. There's some questionable spaghetti industry bribed decisions going on here for sure. Oh, now you're off-gassing? I don't think this is a good idea. I'm going to insulate this again. Right, can you also prioritize this so we can actually just let this liquid down? Maybe we can fill this area up with steam again? Now, germs. Show me the germs, or lack thereof. There's a fairly large amount of germs, so we probably do need to be a bit more belligerent about these. And what I want to do as well is I want to make this a ladder out of igneous rock so that we can actually come across here and build all the wires. This is going to be a lot of construction time as well for these poor sods. Oh well. Right, so wire goes up here. Do not build this wire at Mercury, please don't. Very satisfying xylophone noise. This feels very wrong, but it also feels very right. So we need to build more ladders to get across here. So let's do that as well. I don't really care about the gas disappearing into space. Okay, more lead wires. Right, there we go. So I'm happy for these to go down. We're actually running out of lead now, so we need to consider that. Okay, so lead. Obviously, there's still large amounts of lead in the oil biomes. Particularly a large amount over here. You can now access this again. So let's come in here and dig. Each tile is a ton of lead as well, right? You can come in here and do that. We'll leave that spore kid for now. Are there any germs in here at all? There's a couple. Okay. We're killing the germs, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It's overheating. No, Sweepy! I think we're just going to deconstruct Sweepy at this point. Sorry. Sorry, lad. Now, where else is this wire going to go? So I'm sending it over here because I don't want to go through all the magma. Is that the correct thing to do? Probably not. We're going to have to go through it anyways. I mean, these ones we can send this way. So I think that is actually what we do. Now, scalding. Oh god, you're all going to scold over here because of all the micrograms of gas? Is it really that conductive with your suits? I guess it's not about it being conductive. Very annoying. It's probably for the best if we send the other wires over here. So let's just double check what these ones are. So this one is so we can power stuff independently of the turbines. So that is needed. And this one is for the current steam turbines. So we can probably reuse this one for one of them. I think what we do is, especially now we've got more iron again, this can be iron number 1. Let's see, this yellow one is the one that we're actually planning on hooking up. So this one's going to go here. And that means we don't actually need that one, because that one's already connected to the spine. So that means we actually don't need one of these. I don't really fancy rerouting it if we don't have to, so we will just remove this one. And then the other ones, it's going to be a bit more spaghetti. Probably something along these lines. There. Hello, Nuno X. You must be hallucinating a space biome in the middle of an asteroid. Yes, we're playing on the Blasted Ceres seed. This is on the lab. But it does randomly generate a map, but you start with a frosty asteroid that's kind of like Oasis surrounded by very cold snow. And then underneath it is space and a magma bit with a very powerful geothermal heat pump. So we managed to get down here, and now we're just trying to get this to work. So we don't need to actually connect this here. So let's actually just undo that. What we actually need to do is we need to bridge here and here, and then this one will connect up here. And we'll make this one out of iron. Then that's going to go in here, and then this can all be lead afterwards. That can stop here. Use the telescope from underground. Doesn't that still need space access? Did I actually research that? Let's see. Yeah, it needs... Wait. Double check this. No, it does need actual vertical access to space. Sadly, you cannot use the telescope here. Even though it would be very funny. Okay, so... Yeah, that's all going to go in there. Let's priority 9 these bridges so that we can actually hook these all up. And then, let's see. Got more lead again, so the lead can... Okay. That one is going to stay iron, because it's running immediately past the magma. This one can be lead. This one can be lead. Oh. Poppycock. Poppycock, I say. Right, that is going to go here. Oh. We'll go here and here, here and here. So that can stop there. That can come down here. Okay. And then we just need the other 5, which we will do once this area is clear of zombie spores, which should be fairly soon. But yeah, it's going pretty well. We've got 34 dupes. We've got the frosty critters handled. And now we're just trying to set up massive power production so we can do whatever we want. And the funny thing is, we're not even using any of the magma for actual heat. The heat is coming from the geothermal heat pump, which is this story trait building here. And what this does, you can pump up to 30 kilograms per second of liquid into it, and it heats it up by 150 degrees C. That's an absolutely stupid amount of heat. We calculated it's actually enough for 18 steam turbines. And I'm saying 18 because we're going to block one of the ports on each of them. So we're actually going to do it like this. And then they're going to run at full whack at like 230 degrees instead of the usual 200. Yeah, you can boil anything that you can pump in as a liquid will increase in temperature by 150 degrees. If that's enough to boil the liquid, it will boil the liquid. You'll get the solids out, the vents as well. These are the vents where everything comes out. 5%-ish of the liquid gets turned into impurities, which are random materials. They're not random, but they're based on the temperature of the output. Like, we've ended up with a load of rust in here, some rock, obsidian. This is all from the vent. This room was not full of debris. But the hotter the liquid, the more interesting things you get out of them. If you pump in a liquid at, say, like 2,000 degrees C, you'll get space materials out of it. So it's quite interesting, to say the least. Probably a little bit overpowered, but that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. We pump water, 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 and get 3 turbine chambers working non-stop. Exactly. That's what we're going to do. So all the water, we're going to recycle all the water from here. And the little bit that gets turned into impurities, we're feeding in from this brine geyser that's going to give us a load of salt. What's actually going to happen is we're going to prioritize feeding in all of the brine into here so we can boil it all and get the salt out with more geotuning and stuff. And then the excess water from the steam turbines will send to oil wells and other things. And then we'll just go absolutely crazy. These ones are temporary. It's just so we can get some initial power to get our base doing a bit better while we set up the main power. Iron from the printing pod is nice. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, so it occurs to me, to actually get anything done now, we're going to have to prioritize some of this stuff. And also, I don't really want to melt any more lead. I think we've queued up the wires in the right way. I think it makes sense splitting the spine up like this as well. Okay, are we out of germs here now? Kind of. I think that's good enough for me. So this wire is going to come down here. So there is 5 tiles worth of height. So that's going to come over here. I bet your favorite asteroid is Rime, just guessing. We have done a few Rime playthroughs. That's an accurate guess. We've done multiple Rime playthroughs. Right, what is going on with this? I don't know. We'll probably rationalize this all later. I just want to actually get this running. That wire could plug in there. That makes sense. We've removed the spore kid and all of the spores now, so we can continue going through here like this. This one is gonna go here, I guess. Say Rime is good training for Ceres. I'm not sure you really need training for Ceres. So the thing about Ceres is all the critters are different. In Rime, you're trying to make a normal temperature base despite there being a cold environment. In Ceres, you're trying to make a base that operates at a cold temperature because that's what the critters and plants like. So it's 2 very different approaches, to be honest. They're not really that similar. Or at least that's my experience of it. When we were doing Rime, I went all in on hatches, and our plan on that run was we were going to sort out a load of magma volcanoes, and we were going to turn it into igneous rock, and we were going to feed it to a load of stone hatches. The only problem is we started with the hatches, and we ended up setting up way too many hatch ranches. We had something like 450 hatches, which is too many. You can't feed that many hatches with volcanoes. So we ran out of rock. And that's how we died on that round. An honorable death. Right, let's unpause this. But yeah, all of my previous runs are on YouTube. We have some discussion videos on there, guide videos, etc. Yeah, Rime Revenge was probably one of my favorite playthroughs. Even if we did die. It's fine. You ever tried the Desertlands? Yes. We did that in the Badlands Boffins playthrough. I think that's probably my favorite overall, in that it's very... You can really get it going, like, because you have all the iron available. You could really just explode your industry immediately. Like, I think that's the biggest colony we ever had. We kind of stopped that one because it was getting a bit laggy. And because the world generation changed. That was the main reason, I think. We're gonna come over here and grab this lead too. We've done most of the base asteroids, actually. We did an Oasis playthrough where chat banned me from doing certain exploits. Also, did we actually get rid of all the germs? I think we did. It's probably fine. We are going to need to set up some ladders. Unless I do something specific. Is there any really hot abyssite here? There's a little bit. Get wild best vibes from it. Able to ranch infinite food and fiber out the Dracos doesn't help reduce that vibe. Yeah, I love the Dracos. They're classy fellas. Right. Yeah, we'll just go over here. We have made room. So I am just going to send all the wires around here like this. Maybe we'll untangle stuff later. I wouldn't count on it. And then we got 4 over here. Let's have a think. It's a good place to explode your industry now. I'm thinking of Texas. Right, that's going to go here. I was actually talking to someone at work today because we were talking about a gas site where they have a load of buried cables, and instead of putting them in ducts so they're organized and you knew where they were, they literally just buried them loose in the ground, so nobody actually knows where anything is. And I was like, oh yeah, it's a good thing I'm not an electrical engineer, or I'd do something very similar. And now you can see why, because we're just fucking around with all this money. Right, I think we just get them to start building everything, and then we sort it out later. I'm not going to have time to finish this today. We will finish this off tomorrow, but I'm not sure when I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow. Also, this wire here is going to be the last one. This one here is going to come down here. So what do you think it is? A massive turbine roof? More like a turbine floor, because there's all the lava up here where all the vents actually are. So we're just going to let all the steam build up and then filter down into here. The issue being, we've got to get rid of a lot of this liquid and remaining gas down here, but we can pump this out first way. But we're filling it with steam pressure at the moment, mostly so that all the gases just split off into the various regions we actually want them to go into. Also, there's a natural gas geode down here. We haven't done anything with it. So we're just leaving that here, apparently. Broken. Yes, we need to actually get this. And we need to actually prioritize things so that people actually build them. Because otherwise, they're going to be building these wires forever. If we do a stream tomorrow, I'm going to put my own music on, because they're going to be building wires for most of it. Wow, we've got 100 tons of lead now? What? How much lead did we actually leave lying around somewhere else we couldn't access it? Funny. Have you ever built a massive turbine roof to delete a magma biome? No, not really. We probably will at some point. There really isn't any point harvesting the heat from the lava when we've got the geothermal heat pump. So that's probably just going to stay here as a decorative feature. Or we just start dripping it in here like a madman. I don't know. Probably not that. I think we leave it here. I think it's just aesthetically pleasing. And then we've got a functional liquid lock here now, so this shouldn't cause any shenanigans. Right, let's see. So this goes down here. I'm not planning on... Well, I said I wasn't planning on putting too many things in here. We should really shove all of our polymer presses and metal refineries in this room, shouldn't we? Oh god, where's this wire going? I was supposed to send this wire down here, but there's a carbon dioxide vent in the way. So I think we'll just go... System might just be enough to large enough to handle it. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it will be. You can try. Right, where am I shoving this? I think just down here. I don't know why I'm unpaused either. They're never gonna finish building all this. Right, there we go. And then I think, for good measure, I'm gonna do this one over here. So we'll remove that other bit. Okay, so that is actually all of the wire that needs to go into this bit. And then we need to plug it into the transformers, which we're still building up here. And that's going to take a little while as well. So... how much? We actually do have 100 tons of lead, so we can just start doing that. We're going to need a lot of bridges. Who's making a mess? Why are you making a mess? You are trapped. No? You're just vibing? No, you are trapped. No? No, you are trapped because we dug all of this out. Right, okay. So this needs to be priority 9. This needs to go here. Well, at least they're in Atmo suits. Well, I like that this run is going in a different direction than my other runs. For sure. Yes, I know you're trapped. You're peeing in a pool of germy polluted water. I think I'm okay with this. Oh, it's not germy? It should be germy. Are the germs dying off? Maybe. We can remove this. Probably makes sense to put it here. Also, I find it very funny that this vent used to shoot salt up here. It would hit this tile and drop down here. But that has since changed. Right, where were we? We were doing bridges. Everyone loves bridges. That's annoying. I guess we're doing this. And I guess this also means we're not actually building anything in this area where we're dedicating just running a load of cables through it. At least nothing that requires power. Because if this is all going to be hooked up to our transformer grid, we need to make sure that we aren't actually connecting any power consumers to these. Okay. In that case, it probably makes sense for us to send this... we'll just do it here. There's no point pretending I'm trying to make this neat. At this point, I'm just doing it because I can. And then we'll probably... oh, God. How are we going to feed all these wires up here? I didn't even think about that. What's going on? No, okay, you're not actually Scald. Because we've got the Mercury power plant here. And then we've got the gold volcano. Yeah, this is going to be very annoying. So either we do the mother of all bridge transitions, we try and feed it in here, or we go up and around all of this. Yikes. I probably should have moved this over here, but we had the fossil. I think we're just going to send it up and around through this, because at least we could reasonably bridge through this whole bit with the mercury. I don't think there's any other reasonable alternative. The space makes this a hassle compared to the Heavi Watt wire, for sure. Not even sure what we're going to do in this area. I think we probably should just seal off a Heavi Watt wire somewhere and connect it. The thing is, I don't want to block off access for duplicates going somewhere. The reason I put all my Heavi Watt wire over here is because I know they're not going to have to go here, but I'll never get the decor penalty. But I don't know if I'm going to want them to come over here in future. And I think what we're going to do, by the way, is we'll put a load of monuments here. Maybe. We'll have a think. What else do I want to do? We could build some snow tiles to reach all of this. Then dig this. And then this wire needs to go... Right, let's see. So we can send 3 wires through here. Where do I actually want to send these? Probably just up here and then around here. Because I don't want to mess with the metal refinery or the mercury or the gold volcano. So... something along these lines. That ain't gonna work, is it? I think I have to literally do it underneath each specific one, or it's gonna get too messy. So... we have to go around this, because we can't access this. Go there. This can go here. Now, this is another reason why I'm glad we built the biobot builder, because the biobots can build all this wire. Oh, they can't! Oh, because it's advanced research, right? Conductive wire is advanced research. Balls, balls, balls. Four biobots. We should... okay. I have another suggestion for Clay. We should be able to upgrade the biobot builder with advanced materials so it can build advanced biobots that can do advanced tasks. Right? Like, make it so you have to give it, like, an upkeep of plastic or something. And then at least you have the option. Okay, so that can go here. And then, I like the biobots though, they're good. I think they're very underrated when you need to do a lot of basic tasks. Because you can get up to 6 of them working with an optimal setup once. 6 extra duplicates worth of labor isn't bad. Now, God help me if I ever have to actually rework any of this. Getting pretty close to not working. This one's actually going to have to go over here, annoyingly enough. Okay. And then we send it around and down. And then that'll do. But there really isn't any point in building any of that yet. And then snow tiles go here, here. Dig all of this out. Then use the ladder up here. Dig that. Then we won't be able to access all of this forever, so let's do ladders here. We also need ladders here. The coolest thing about sending biobots and robots to do stuff is sending them where a dupe won't go in an atmosphere. Yes, and that's why we did this here as well, because it was very helpful having the biobots come and do all sorts of stuff in the magma zone. That was very important. This is ugly. It's bend. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, this wire is just going to go here. That's what we're going to do. And then we'll remove this, and then this can go... Oh, well, make it out of lead, please, but... something along these. I'm going to some extreme lengths not having to build heavy watt wire. Literally extreme lengths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? Why have I acquired an extra wire? Oh. This was not supposed to go here. Right. Okay, so we remove this one. This... this is definitely... Right, we cancel this one. In fact, I think we just cancel this. Yeah, this is what we do. And then that one goes there. That one goes there. Then we cancel this one. This one goes there. Goes there, this one goes there. And then this one can just go here. Up, up. Okay, there we go. That's fine. And then to actually plug this in, right? Let's think about this. So, got one over here, which we can do. Start with that. That one's gonna come over here. I'm sure this is going to cause all sorts of exosuit-related nightmares. Also, we've trapped 2 dupes. How? How did this happen? I am baffled. I guess you dug your way up here. Here you go. It wasn't just one dupe, it was 2 of them. Yes, very clever of you. Right, so that's number 1. This is I think we're just going to connect them all into the top. And then all the other power wires for whatever else we do in this soldering base are going to come from the other way. A 9-wide bus of anything is ONI is always a huge pain, but they do look super cool. Exactly. Gotta do it because it looks super cool. Okay, so that will do for the next one. Then it's going to be this. That could probably just go like this. We can still access these. We'll just use conductive wire bridges later. We did design the spine so that we can do it this way. So it needs to come down here. This one is going to have to come in. But we'll never have to do any more power generation. A bus, in this case, is just a load of things in parallel. Like all these wires. When you have to have lots of them in a row, it obviously becomes very cumbersome like this. Funny thing is, we're probably actually using slightly more than double the amount of metal we would for heavy wire as well. Because it's having to do these big bends around all these obstacles. Right, how many more wires we got to do? 3. So we can plug one in here, one in here, one in here. That seems manageable. Doesn't seem desirable, but it does seem manageable. And if I ever have to build anything else in this area, I'm just going to cry. We left all this space down here so we can send the other wires through. I probably should have left more space, for being realistic. Whatever. That one can go... Oh, I should really be holding down shift for this. What is even going to be the thumbnail today? I have literally no idea, because it's literally just wires going across the whole map. We come down here. And then... how am I even going to get in this bit? That sounds like a question for future me. We've got one more wire up here. We come down like this. Just a plate of spaghetti for the thumbnail. Yes, you're right. Maybe we just edit a thumbnail instead of using a screenshot for a change. And it's just whiskers and a confused looking dude. Why do I have frogs in the tag? Do I have a frog? I do! Hold on. Okay, you're not a frog. You're a fish. We have we have frogs and we have fish. The fish are in here. Whiskers lives in here. Whiskers the weather loach, and we have a load of loaches in there as well. And then I have frogs in here. They're currently all hanging out by the heater, because they like to do that. But they're all here. They're African dwarf frogs. They are fully aquatic like fish. They only need to come up for air every hour or so. But yeah, you can see them swimming around. We do have frogs, and we have frog emotes. We got this guy, and we got this guy. So there you go. We're definitely going to trap more dupes doing this as well. Right, let's see. Are you a frog enthusiast? Poor tree. Rip the tree. Gateway frog. Gotta love the African aquatic frogs. True, they are pretty gateway frogs. I have heard some stories about people wanting dwarf frogs, and then they get given the clawed frogs by a pet store, and then they've got like a 6-inch wide toad. Or 6-inch. They don't have claws. They just have little. Well, maybe they count as claws. I don't know. This is gonna get super messy. I can already tell. We're gonna get all sorts of soup-related shenanigans. You're already climbing in here to do all of this. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe we just do... I don't like doing super large shots. I don't think that's a good idea. No, I'm still not happy with this. I think we probably actually, what we should have done is just dug into the magma biome and connected the wire, but I don't want to scold all the dupes. Well, I mean, it's not exactly a glory shot. We have got the geotuners, and we got the wire. We got the wire straps. I think I could probably... I do like all the gold tiles. Also, I love how we've got a load of mercury and ethanol down here now because of all the random digging. Oh god, we really do. We've just been going balls to the walls. I should not have put this oxygen machine here, by the way. This is getting in the way of this. Well, I guess the god volcano was here. It was always going to be in the way. Right. Oh god. Oh no. No, we set it all to priority 9. No. Oh. Right. Let's set this all to priority 8. No. Let's set this all to priority 5. And then we'll decide what to actually prioritize. Boo. Plants have died. Oh god, all the alveoviras are dying. That's a lot of 9s. Yes, it is a lot of 9s. Post 9s. Right, what about down here? Okay, down here it's all 5s, that's fine. we are absolutely drowning the alveoviras. We'll replant those, it's fine. Right, I want to priority 9 this stuff so that we can actually disconnect this wire. And I also want to priority 9 the actual transformer block so you guys don't have to come in here again. And then that's probably it for now. And then I think after that, we priority 7 everything in here. So that the steam turbines actually start working. Now, we've got rid of most of the gases from up here. There's pockets up here. I don't mind that being there. In fact, these gases aren't going to make any difference now anyways, but I'm still going to get rid of them. These gases are the annoying ones we need to get rid of. Do that a bit. Pinch pepper seed is fine. Yeah, Sweepy's got his work cut out for him now. Well, at least we shouldn't run out of mercury again. Okay. Your geotune. Oh, you're Oh! Here's something I didn't think about. So we're geotuning the polluted oxygen vent, but we don't actually have room. Because we need to extend this. Okay, turn it off. Turn it off. We built deodorizers specifically around the amount of... normal output of the vent. If we're going to geotune this, we have to actually widen it. Well, I don't think that'd be a huge pain, but that's probably not something to do now. So I think we do just have to leave it. And we'll keep an eye on dupes wandering around with suits in areas they shouldn't be in suits and vice versa, but I think actually we're going to be alright. Oh god, Amari, you sweet summer child. This is why everyone is being given the hard digging skills. At least the biobots can help with the tiles. And they can help with some of the digging as well. But I know we're not going to be able to access all of this. Oh, you're still trapped. That's very funny. Let's have a look. Oh, I think if we deconstruct this, you'll be alright. Yeah, now I can get back to the base. And you have got oxygen over here, technically speaking, so you should be fine. Fan favorites are the white tree frog, sort of green dumpy, and the Pac-Man frog. I've heard the Pac-Man frog. It's because of their shape, isn't it? One that is somewhat similar to the African aquatic frogs or bombita toads or fire-bellied toads. They're more often known they're tiny and like to swim. Indeed. What's going on here? Remove this. How Mammoth numbers looking? We've got 15 Mammoth eggs, that's good. What else do we want to do? How are the Floxes doing? Floxes are back up to full numbers now, so that's good. Liquids. Let's sweep this. And then... God. We got triple liquids over here. Hooray. I think we just leave all the liquids for now. People are getting a bit stressed. I think it's just Amari, though. It's popped eardrums. That's what does it every time. Always popped eardrums. Oh. Pac-Man frogs have mastered the way of life we call sit and wait. No thoughts, head empty, but when a potential food shows up, they gape their huge mouths open, and if there's food, it dies in there. Fair enough. Ugh, that does sound like frog behavior. I must say, owning fish and frogs, the fish are not very... no, the frogs are not very smart compared to fish. Okay, this is an issue, so... This pipe needs to be insulated now. I think we just remove... I think we just remove this bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going, but now we're giving them so many errands, they're going to take a metric ton of time to actually do them all. I feel like we're probably literally going to be waiting hours for them to just build the wires. Oh, maybe this is the case where we actually let it run off stream for a bit, and then we get it finished. Because you guys probably aren't going to see a huge amount of benefit in these wires just being built over the course of hours. Maybe we just do a time lapse. Maybe we just do a time lapse or something. You're scolding out. Amari, why are you... Oh god. Okay, look. You've got to get back in the base. Not optional. Oh god, why are you running through here? No. Oh, are you doing the thing again where you're going to suffocate because you're running through the water and you're injured? There's some oxygen over here. There's not a lot. Oh, you'll be fine, actually. Yeah, you're fast enough. Would you say most frogs are less intelligent than the average fish? I would say so, specifically because when we had fish in this tank, like a quarantine fish, and we were feeding them, even though they were sick, they were stealing all the food from the frogs. Because the frogs would just squabble with each other instead of actually eating. So that's my experience of how intelligent frogs are. Let's grab all the oil. I don't think this is that important. I think you can stop doing this. Did we empty the oil out over here? No. Let's actually yellow alert that to make sure we don't forget about it. Did you say dolphins maybe as intelligent as we are just because their brains are huge and wrinkly? I did get a book about how intelligent cuttlefish and octopi are. That was very interesting. There's no octopus in ONI, sadly. I'll put some sweeps in here as well. This sensor seems to be working well. We haven't had any lack of carbon dioxide in here. And it's not overpressurized either. Which is good. Yeah, don't harvest any of these trees. Ooh, this is all melted down here now. Fun. All this snow is eventually going to melt, and we're just going to dump an absolute metric ton of jungle juice down here. Right. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. I know it's a little bit early, but there really isn't anything to do now except wait for the duplicates to build all this wire. And I'm going to be honest, I've got plans for tomorrow. I might just let them do this off stream. This is going to take ages. They're trying their best. They're trying their best, but it's slightly too much for them. But I'm confident it will all work correctly, and I'm glad we're actually using most of this capacity now. There's still a few... Actually, a few consumer bits, a few producer bits up here we're not using. We're using all the consumer bits.
Killer fish. Killer
we're not
fish
using any
from
of the
San
consumer bits up here,
Diego.
though.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish.
Hello, Brinnery.
Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening.
You've succeeded at
Thank you.
redeeming thirst at the end of the stream. Congratulations. We might, maybe we'll leave it going for a little bit longer. What's long commutes these days? I don't know. I mean, you're spending a lot of time pondering. Would it actually help if I got you to bring a load of storage bins worth of stuff up here? I'm also not sure what everyone can actually access, so I probably need to wait for them to build a lot of this stuff first. Before we commit too much further to that. Oh, you can't even access this because you need to build a ladder here. That's very funny. I should totally just dig this polluted water vent out and let it erupt onto the lava just for laughs. Right, we'll tile this as well. Remove these gases. And then it is mostly just steam in here now. And we've been pretty successful at removing the rest of the gases, except for this bit where we actually want the steam. I don't know, this will heat up over time. We actually need a condenser over here. I should probably dump the oil in here. So we can do that. What a build? How do I even manage to manage it? That's a good question. We haven't really done anything at this scale yet. But essentially, so we're doing the Blasted Ceres map, which has a magma frost. It has like a flipped magma asteroid below a frosty oasis asteroid. So we did that bit. We got down here. This story trait building we found lets you convert up to lets you heat up to 30 kilograms per second of liquid by 150 degrees C. So we're going to pump all of the steam turbines into this thing and just generate a load of steam. It doesn't even use any power. So it's literally just free energy on the table. We've already had it erupt a fair few times, just dumping a brine geyser into it. And now we're just going to close cycle it, continue to dump the brine in, and we'll have so much power we don't know what to do with it. So most of today's stream has actually just been setting up all the wires. I could have done a heavy watt wire, but I don't know where I want to build tiles. I don't want to... And I don't want to give the dupes a decor penalty. Conductive wire has no decor penalty. So we're just spending a little bit of extra metal and we're just building a conductive wire everywhere. I don't recommend you do this. I'm doing it because I like wire spaghetti. But that's what we're doing. And then the transformers. I do actually have a YouTube video about transformers, but it doesn't have this design on it yet. It's the same principle in that we're using pairs of transformers, each conductive wire. Half of them are loading on from the steam turbines, and half of them are going to load off from to whatever power consumers we have, like arcade cabinets, etc. And because we're using conductive wires, we can bridge a fair bit of it and get the spaghetti to work somehow, I believe. So we'll see how successful we are in that. I haven't planned any of this. We're just kind of winging it. This bit was the previous base is worth of stuff. And then this is going to be the steam turbine. And there's still quite a few producer bits down here that we haven't even hooked up. So, yeah. But there is one more thing we need to do. We need to... I mean, first of all, I need to get rid of this. And second of all, I need to actually set up the liquid pipes. Because we're going to get... We're blocking one input on each of these because the steam's usually going to be around 230 degrees-ish. So each one will generate 850 watts with 1.6 kilograms of liquid. So each pipe is going to be for 6 steam turbines. And we did actually figure that out in advance. So that's going to be one pipe. This is all going to be actively cooled, believe it or not, because these are all running very hot. We will have many thermoactuators in here to keep them cool, and they'll all be plugged in up top as well, which I'm very sad about. So I think that this pipe here is going to be repurposed for these steam turbines. These 6. There's also a random carbon dioxide vent in here that we're going to use for something. I don't know what. These ones are going to run down here. Then these ones are going to run around here. Not quite. Very neat mouse work. While frogs are basically fish given the arduous responsibility of having legs, you may find toads smarter because toads actually thinking about nothing most of the time, and the terrestrial ones endure lack of humidity and salinity pretty well, as well as producing their own venom behind their heads. Big toads are basically big tank frogs. So much they don't really fear anything. Most critters who try and ingest them immediately squeeze the glands and die. Yes. Yeah, no, there's loads of videos on the YouTube channel. I haven't talked about the geothermal heat pump yet, but we've set up a lot of steam turbine setups for stuff like magma volcanoes, geysers. We've even used them for geotuned saltwater vents. All the guide videos are in the Sandbox Showcase playlist. Is there enough room for the steam to get to those turbines at 30 kilograms per second? Probably not. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we actually need to lower this floor a little bit. I don't think there's going to be enough room for it to squeeze around. We can lower this, for sure. We should probably just actually do that now, I think. And, well, we'll get to this later. But it's definitely something going to happen. Thank you very much for the follow. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. Whiskers is hiding. I don't know where Whiskers is today. But she's sadly not going to greet you in person. But yeah. What's the next video going to be on? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm probably going to, at this point, do another video about Transformers, just so I can talk about this horizontal build. Because I think it probably is better overall. Yeah, we'll see. That's a fairly short one. I can record fairly quickly, so probably will do that just so it's on there somewhere. But yeah, because at the moment, the Steam is going to have to go all the way around this natural gas geode as well. And we still haven't done anything with. Are we ever going to do anything with this? Oh my god. I just had the best idea. But the best idea, I mean the worst idea. We pour the oil in here, so it forms a liquid block with the steam. And then once we've got the liquid lock, we let all the natural gas out in here, and it's the conductive material for the steam turbines. Genius, right? And then we cool it all down, and then there's a layer of water on the bottom as well. Eh? That's probably what we're going to do, just so we can get rid of this. What a waste of natural gas. Oh, I guess it's not that much of a waste. Look, they're all here. They're all here having fun. Well, maybe having fun is the wrong word for it. They're grabbing all the lead they can possibly find. Which is a fairly large amount, but man, I don't know. Have we got enable proximity on? Please tell me we've got enable proximity on. Yes, I turned that on immediately. Is natural gas conductive? I've never considered using it like that. It's not that conductive, but it's not conductive. So steam has a heat thermal conductivity of 0.184. Natural gas has a conductivity of... Oh. No. It's not very conductive. It has heat capacity. Why do we use natural gas for this? I don't think you're supposed to. I used it like this once on a run because... Oh, I know why. I was using it to cool down a freezer.
There we go.
Treble Queen, welcome, welcome. I was just explaining why I use natural gas for cooling things sometimes. But I think the actual answer was I'm a dummy and I should be doing that. Hello, Cornhorn. Doing well. You've actually got a raid message. Congratulations. What have you been up to today, Treble Queen? You've been doing Oxygen Not Included, haven't you? You said you were collecting all of your blueprints from the printing pod. What are we doing today? We're building way too many wires. We've actually committed to the steam turbine bit. So we've opened up all the steam here. We've sealed this room off. We have access over here through this liquid lock. We have another liquid lock down here so we can access the rest of the asteroid. And now we're getting steam turbines built. We're going to have 18 steam turbines built. They're going to have blocked inputs, so they're going to run at 850 watts each at 230... No. Yeah, 230 degrees C, 1.6 kilograms per second each. And they're all going to dump into this thing, 30 kilograms per second of water. And instead of setting up a heavy watt wire that's going back to the base, I've literally just decided to set up 9... There's 8 here, but there's one that's already built. 9 heavy, regular conductive wires to send all of the power to our transformers. Because I'm a masochist and I don't want to build heavy watt wire anywhere. Yes, the Auroras, I heard about that. Yes, there's some around at the moment. I've seen some people posting Northern Lights. I saw them fairly recently, actually. They had them in the UK. You have dead, frozen, failed project. Ceres doesn't have an active core, nor does it have an asteroid, and yet the sky looks shiny. Yes. Player spreading misinformation about Auroras. Rump. These wires are all built out of iron, so they don't melt. Because there's some random gases up here still. And then we're going to just plow through the asteroid, send all the wires over here around our base, and then I realized, oh, we've got all of our transformers over here, which is where all the actual heavy watt wire is, so the dupes don't see it and get the decor penalty. So they won't get any decor penalty from any of this. Ignore all the debris and liquids and stuff. And the wire is going to have to go all the way around the gold volcano and come back down here. So we'll see how that's going on. That was the lava I saw. We're looking for people to raid. Nice. Yes. So yeah, that's what we're mostly doing today, is just trying to figure out how the heck we're going to plug these steam turbines in. And I think we're mostly there. They've mostly built all the transformers now, so I think they're actually getting around to doing most of the wires. We've got Auroras in southern Norway. Nice, nice. I've been talking about wrapping up because, to be honest, we've just been watching them build wires for the last half an hour. And we're probably just going to watch them continue to build wires for the next half an hour. I'm trying to think of ways we'd actually be able to speed this up. The thing is, if we go on speed 2 or 3, the dupes are just going to spend all their time pondering, so it's not actually going to speed it up. They're just going to use more resources. Also, food has really dropped. Why has food dropped by so much? This is all still frozen. We're just not producing enough food anymore. This conveyor loader is full of the phlox eggs, which we're cracking for omelets. Got the mammoths over here as well. We're going to have to sort that out. We're going to have to sort out food. And what do I mean by sort out food? Probably just growing stuff. I don't really want to expand these ranches. I think we're just going to set up a farm somewhere. So what are we actually going to grow? I keep these here literally so I can just click on them and look at the plants. So pike apples require phosphorite. That requires the whole mammoth loop to be upscaled, so we don't really want to do that. Dust caps eat slime. We don't have puffs, so we can't generate this on demand. Grub fruits. We can grow grub fruits with sulfur in the sulfur geyser. That doesn't sound like the best use of our time. Without the sweetles and grubs. We will have a load of water we can cool for sleepweed stuff. Water weeds? We found a lot of random water weeds. The thing is, we don't actually have a saltwater geyser. So we have a brine geyser. So if we look up water weeds, they eat salt water specifically, and you can't really turn brine into salt water easily. So that's probably not an option either. So I think what we're probably actually going to do is use all these thermo aqua tuners to cool down water for sleepweeds, maybe? Is the somnium synthesizer worth it? It depends. You need about 6 dupes sleeping full time to run this machine. And the machine gives the dupes the maximum aptitude buff, which gives them minus 25% stress per cycle. So if they're constantly in popped eardrums, like mine are, then yes, it is worth it. It also gives them +5 athletics, strength, science, piloting, and machinery. The athletics is the most notable of those. It's a good buff, but you have to dedicate 6 dupes to just sleeping constantly to generate the journals for the machine to actually run. And that's a large investment. I've got about 34 dupes, so that means about 20%, 15% of my colony is doing nothing, so the rest of them are getting the buff. And I think that's about worth it. You probably wouldn't want to do this with any less than 20 dupes. The other thing, though, is this applies to all asteroids. It applies to all asteroids on the star map, not just the asteroid with the building. So it makes it a lot easier to colonize new asteroids when this machine is up and running, because the dupes aren't getting as stressed and they're all faster. So it's very important, to be honest, in that case. But if you're doing a small run and you're staying on one asteroid, I wouldn't bother. We need dreamers to rest forever to benefit the colony. What is this Hollow Knight? I haven't actually played Hollow Knight. That's a game I should probably play at some point, isn't it? Looks like sand is still decreasing. We've got the salt, and we're harvesting it. Still decreasing. That's concerning. We are running the bleachstone hoppers as well. How's the bleachstone conveyor looking? I believe it's all blocked up now, so we're not producing a load of chlorine. Yeah, it looks like most of the chlorine is gone, so that's good. We do need to empty this out before I forget. Empty it out. Just in case we decide to put bleachstone here again. If you like Souls-like or Metroidvania, just know Hollow Knight is the best one developed in the 2010s. Silk Song is going to be the best one released in the 2020s. I do like Metroidvanias. Have you ever played Guacamelee? I played that game ages ago, and I really enjoyed that. It's a Metroidvania, but you're a luchador, and all of the power-ups are different combo moves that you learn. And you beat up skeletons. It's great. Yeah, no, Guacamelee is really good. Probably better with a controller. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And if you like the Mexican sort of mythology stuff, very appealing. The thing is, the food's going down faster than we could probably set the sleep meat farm in. And I've kind of boxed myself in. It's not going to be very easy for me to set up more ranches. Perhaps we grow more pike apples again, but we need more phosphorite for them. I'm going to have a proper think about food. Because odds are, we're going to run out of food before we actually finish all these wires. I think it's going to be... And we're probably going to run out of food before we do all the sleep weed related stuff. So the mammoths aren't reproducing very quickly because their body temperature is too high. That's... I think that's the issue. So we're supposed to be eating more mammoths than we actually are. The temperature over here is... It's not the temperature being too bad, it's the fact these guys keep generating heat and they can't conduct it out. So I probably actually need to dump some oil in here. That's the exact opposite problem than what I normally have, but it's hot enough here now that I probably do need to do this. Okay. Also, we've still got salt raining over here forever. It's very silly. We still have some oil down here. How much are we going to want? I mean, that's a fairly large one. If we just dump it on the mammoths, that will help. The carbon dioxide isn't conductive enough. The mammoths don't generate a huge amount of heat, but it's enough that if they're in carbon dioxide, they can't dissipate it. So we didn't really plan this very well. We'll make sure they do that, and then we'll probably wrap up, because I need to get to bed. Right, let's actually get all of these, make sure they get done. I'm not overly fussed about that one. Originally, it was very cold. The babies are cool by minute. Yeah, I know, it's amazing. Very cute. We have a lot of polluted water we're just dumping here. We could set up pips. That is definitely the next thing we can do, because we can easily grow some trees. This whole area... In fact, if we go down to here... The whole area is hot enough. We could probably start doing pips. And we have got a load of empty space here. There's still a lot of snow, but we have been heating it up fairly gradually. The pips are comfortable up to 10 degrees. I think we can manage that. Now we've got the steam turbine in the way. This is for cooling all of the plume squashes that these guys eat. I think we do this, though. We just fit them here. To be honest, we could probably find a way to fit the steam turbine set up in here with them. Well, we do need to solve that problem. Who's actually dumping this oil? Ada. You're keeping cool because of the water. Maybe this will be enough, just having the oil here. We're actually building all of this now. Interesting. It's priority 9 as well. You're never going to get to building all of this. It's going to take too long. I need to deconstruct this as well. You want to extend this out over here. Oh, you're getting some of it built. You've got the oil. Let's dump it. You've been playing Blasphemous, very Catholic, but kind of Lovecraftian at the same time, just like a Souls game. Spanish is the correct way to play the game. Nice. Okay, we've opened that one, so... Okay, you guys weren't too hot. This one I need to actually work. So let's actually have a look at this guy. Body temperature too high. So he's 85.3 at the moment. Now he's in the oil. Temperature is decreasing. The oil is more conductive. You can see it's heating up with the biomes. So this should eventually solve that issue. Okay. Right, we're going to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, it is my bedtime, but thank you very much for the raid, Treble Queen. I will make sure to send your audience over to someone else. Thanks very much for hanging out. I hope you've had a pleasant day. I've had a pleasant day. We built a lot of stuff. Mercury is even more conductive. Yeah, we probably could have used Mercury. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. They'll get cool enough eventually. The important thing is that when they come out, they won't overheat. But yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out and joining me today as I build way too many wires. If you like what you've seen and you're not already following me on Twitch, feel free to do so and you'll get notifications when I go live. I usually play Oxygen Not Included Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday evenings, British time. Thank you very much for follow, Nuno. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. You can spam around Twitch. We upload all the VODs to YouTube as well, so you can find them all here. We also do some guides, the Sandbox Showcase guides. I'm going to record a short video for Sandbox Showcase where we talk about the horizontal transformer layout as well, because that's rapidly becoming my favorite. We already have a video about the vertical transformer layout, which uses the same principles we talked about today. Mr. Pleco is out and about again. And then we have the Discord where we also discuss games, usually Oxygen Not Included. If you have any questions there, someone will usually be there to answer them. So, yeah, feel free to have a look there if you want. And now we will go raid someone. We will go raid someone. Who is playing... Okay, I spelled Twitch wrong. Not a good start. Who is playing Oxygen Not Included today? Or is anyone playing anything else interesting? Too Legit City. We'll head over to Too Legit City. Friend of the channel. Probably better at this game than I am. Definitely some interesting things going on in their streams. Max difficulty Terror Stars. There we go. A different asteroid. Get to enjoy the classic Terror. Right, take care everyone. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll let you know on the Discord what I'm doing tomorrow, because I'm not certain. It might be Oni, it might be Subalatro. We'll see. Take care everyone. Bye for now.